The Parr family, also known as the Incredibles, and Lucius Best, also known as Frozone, combat the Underminer 3 months after beating Syndrome. They are successful in stopping him from burning the city hall but fail to stop him from robbing a bank and fleeing. The government can shut down the superhero relocation program and stop providing financial aid to the Parrs and other supers because of the collateral damage. Agent Trickdicker inadvertently erases Tony Ridinger's whole memory of Violet Parr instead of only the incident when Tony learns that she is a superhero, which is her crush. Bob, Helen, and Elastigirl Parr are approached by wealthy billionaire Winston Dever and his sister Evelyn, who are in charge of the media and telecommunications behemoth DevTech, about undertaking covert operations, alias Mr. Incredible. To restore public confidence in superheroes, these will be documented and made public. Winston selects Helen for the early missions because he thinks she is less prone to accidents than the males. Bob struggles in his new role as a stay-at-home parent, juggling the chaos of infant and Jack's developing skills. Violet's grief over Tony standing her up for their first date, as a result of his memory wipe, and Dash's math homework. In order to better manage Jack's talents, Edna Mode creates a suit. Helen runs into the supervillain screenslaver in the city of Newurbum, who uses monitor hacking to project hypnotic pictures. She finds him at an apartment complex, unmasks him as a pizza worker who claims he cannot recall his acts, and stops him from destroying a packed commuter train and trying to kill an ambassador. Winston announces a conference of world leaders to legalize supers, hosted aboard his opulent yacht, the Everjust, at a celebration honoring the screenslaver's capture. Helen learns that the pizza delivery person was under the power of hypnotic goggles instead of the screenslaver. Helen is restrained in a chilly chamber and forced to wear the goggles by Evelyn, the real screenslaver, in order to restrict her ability to stretch. The deaths of Evelyn and Winston's parents, whose father was slain by burglars while attempting to contact a superhero to help him, are attributed to the public's dependence on superheroes. Their mother eventually passed away from grief. Evelyn intends to ruin her brother's summit in order to permanently ruin the reputation of all supers, keep them outlawed, and force the general populace to handle their own problems. Evelyn sends a gang of hypnotized supers to control Bob's children after luring him into a trap. Despite his best efforts, Lucius is unable to shield them. Using their father's former supercar, the Incredible, Violet, Dash, and Jack make their way to Winston's yacht. On board, Bob, Helen, and Lucius, who were under hypnosis, give a vengeful speech portraying supers as a menace, subdued the crew, pointed the ship in the direction of Newurbum, and smashed the controls. Helen's goggles are taken off by Jack, and she then releases Bob and Lucius. Together, they manage to free the other mind-controlled supers and stop the yacht from colliding with the metropolis. Evelyn attempts to flee on a plane but is stopped by Helen and taken into custody. When supers are once again accepted, Tony goes to the movies with Violet and her family. Violet leaves Tony at the theater and makes a promise to return in time as the Parrs notice a police pursuit in progress. Following that, the Parrs join the chase in their Incredible